recently had the pleasure of working with Cogapp again when they were invited by the, this is a shot of MoMA in New York. MoMA is a very interesting gallery. It was started in the 30s by the wife of Rockefeller and a number of other women who were wives of very rich industrialists in New York who complained that their husbands wasted all their money on old-fashioned art and they were very into modern art. So they started their own collection of modern art and commissioned Michel Garrett, the modernist architect, to build a gallery for them to house their works of art. New York being New York, they decided to knock that building down and rebuild it in, I think, 2000. And they commissioned another minimalist architect who was Japanese and whose name I tried to memorize and it's gone. And, but anyway, cut a long story short, this was the existing information system, digital information system in MoMA. And Measuring Forces, who was famous for their title sequences for movies, had done some in-gallery information locations, but Cogapp were commissioned to develop the MoMA guide. And because I'm a real believer in new media being useful, having a sense of purpose, and doing a real job, and working with real information. And what the MoMA guide attempts to do, because MoMA, like every other gallery around the world, has a vast collection of works, only perhaps a few percent of which ever get shown in the gallery. And so they have a vast collection of stuff hidden away. And a digital guide is one way of liberating all that material, plus liberating all the information associated with those works, etc., etc. And so what I've tried to do is, Cogapp very kindly gave me some stills from this piece of work, which I've taken apart and reanimated. And the beauty of this piece of work will not really be done justice to, if that's English, here. They've written the software, they've written the installation in Cogapp, which I believe is the software that the Mac OS is written in. So it has the same sense of elegance and fluidity that the standard Macintosh operating system has, but it's handling huge pieces of information and huge amounts of data and runs seamlessly. And what I like about it is that there's a permanent menu down the left-hand side, and clicking any menu item brings up a series of windows in sequence. So you're getting progressive disclosure of the information, so that you have enough information at your fingertips at any one time, but you're never drowned in information. I mean, when you compare this to, we've talked in glowing terms earlier today about Flickr. I think it's a god-awful website, and I find great difficulty navigating around it. This, on the other hand, is a wonderful website for stepping through and finding pieces of work. As I say, I'm not doing justice to it because I'm doing these transitions to try and give you some sense of elegance. Because what it does, as you move across the screen, it's building up more and more information, and you're getting deeper and deeper into a piece of information, into what you're interested in. So it's a kind of really elegant search system, and then a way of branching out and finding out more information. And you can never get lost, because as you step through it, you'll see there's a navigation system across the top of the screen, which I'll explain in a bit more detail in a couple of slides' time. And obviously, when you find a piece of work, because they're all ultra-high resolution scans, you can zoom right into a piece of work, and you can go and check every brush stroke on every painting. There's lots of other features like being able to compare two pieces of work. Everything they've ever published on their website, all their special microsites are all available here. Just about everything digital MoMA have ever done finds its way into this system. And this is the way the navigation system works. If you can, projectors normally hide grays, but I think that you can just about work that out. As you open up the window, you see the little rectangles build across the screen in exactly the same way as the vertical windows had, but then you can float back into the left and right, and so you can use it both as an indicator of where you are in the flow of information and as a direct navigation system by being able to click on it and go straight to a point. Elegant, simple, straightforward, and doing all the things that I admire in any piece of new media. But that's not all. This is not the size of the presentation. The actual size of the screen is this big. It's far too big to put onto this projector because it kind of covers that sort of area of the screen, which really begins to make sense when you zoom into a piece of work, because that's the kind of level of detail. And so the database of information they built on every piece of work in MoMA is just phenomenal. And just as reference, back in the early days, that was that very first piece of work I worked with Cogapp Design Museum, which is 512 by 340 magnificent pixels, and the MoMA screen is, I think, 1920 by 1200, basically as big as we could possibly get it on a monitor. And just to return to Ben Rubenstein, who started it all, and is to blame for all of my intervention in this medium. Here is Ben at the 20th anniversary celebration for Cogapp, using that very first computer to build an installation for their party. So 22 years in the industry, a good many more than myself, and an inspiration to me forever. Thank you, Ben.
And thank you very much, Malcolm.